A 231 batting average in 4 starts in this ballpark, 1-1 with a 328. A fun contrast here tonight, even down to the nicknames. Kyle Hendricks is the professor, the finesse guy. John Gray, they call him the Wolf. He throws 97 miles per hour. His last 10 home starts, 6-2 with a 345. Off to a bumpy start so far this year, but he's a good one.
Yeah, you mentioned Hendricks with his changeup. Gray basically not even throwing one so far here in 2018. So the Cubs and the Rockies, Colorado winning 5 of 7 in the season series last year. Cubs opening up a 5-game trip next on WGN. He delivers the fastest internet with the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today. We're all bundled up again, getting set for the Cubs and the Rockies. Roster move. Eddie Butler, that man, goes to the disabled list. And Luke Farrell has now joined the Cubs bullpen, a right groin strain for Butler. We saw Luke during spring training. He was pitching out of the rotation at Iowa. He is the son of former big league pitcher and manager John Farrell, and one of 3 Farrells in the Cubs organization. One in the scouting department, the other coach in the Cubs minor league system.
Yeah, and you know, if they had deemed that Eddie Butler's groin was, you know, only needed 3 or 4 days, you can't afford not to put him on the DL, because you got to make sure you've got enough pitching when you come into a series here in Colorado.
Yeah, you never ever want to be caught short.
Sometimes you can get away with it, but not a good plan here. So it was a prudent thing to do, to shut him down, let him get healthy, and get Farrell up here, and make sure you're fully armed out there in the pen.
Let's check in on the Cubs lineup. You always expect them to score a lot when they win and not so much when they lose, but it's very drastic. We'll give you the numbers in a second. And they're staying with 1 through 8. Joe's not going to mess with a good thing after they put up 8 runs on 14 hits in the game yesterday. Good to have Anthony Rizzo back. His 3 hits, doubling his season total yesterday.
Rockies defensively, it's a good group. They've only committed 6 errors so far this year. Ian Desmond, who plays the infield and the outfield, you'll find him in left tonight. Charlie Blackmon has made a couple of all-star teams. Gerardo Parra has won a couple of Gold Gloves. Nolan Arenado over there at third base has won a Gold Glove every year he's been in the league, so that's 5 of those. Story's good. LeMahieu has won a couple Gold Gloves. A rookie plays first. His name is Ryan McMahon. Chris Iannetta solid behind the plate. And the Gray Wolf, John Gray, is on the mound Well, the Rockies here tonight has not gone particularly well for him so far. He's made 4 starts. He's 1-3 with a 6.23 earned run average. He's been hit around pretty good. The walk numbers are good. He's only issued 5 free passes while striking out 23, but 28 hits in 21 2/3 innings. He's been victimized by some big innings. He's a talented guy, though. Number 3 overall pick in the 2013 draft, right behind Chris Bryant.
So Almora will lead it off.
Has Joe used the same lineup in back-to-back games?
This might be the
first
time, I believe. Yeah. So here we go. Gray to Almora. And a jump throw by Story. Save. McMahon came off the bag. That was nearly maybe the best defensive play of the early season, but with McMahon's foot off the base, it's an infield hit for Almora.
Almora likes to ambush that first pitch fastball. Gets on top of this one, and a brilliant play by Trevor Story, and McMahon just had to come off the bag a little bit to get this throw.
Bud Black's going to talk briefly with Vic Carapazza, the home plate umpire.
He got it right. That's a good call.
They may be having an issue with their video room because the umpires are going to get together here after Buddy Black told Vic Carapazza something and pointed into his dugout. He said right before the game it was fine. If you could read lips.
Maybe he could ask to borrow our video. Our guys would be honest enough.
Right.
Hey.
Greg Gibson, by the way, is the crew chief. And we will play on.
Yeah, this is interesting, and I don't know exactly what's going on, but my assumption is if the Rockies' replay abilities are down, then the Cubs would probably have to scuttle theirs as well, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Here's Javier Baez coming off a huge homestand. And he takes low and outside.
Great plays the power game. Fastball averaging about 96 miles per hour. Slider and a curveball. As Len mentioned in our pregame, he doesn't really use a changeup much at all, if ever. So when he wants to go soft, it'll be with the curveball.
Driven out into right center. Way back. It is gone. Career homer number 5 in this ballpark. And he hit it right in the area where he hit his first major league home run back in 2014.
Yeah, that had a very familiar look to it, did it not? Baez continues to scorch the baseball. Yeah, he only has 7 career hits in this park. 5 of them are home runs. This is a young man playing with a lot of confidence.
So 2 batters in, it's 2-0. Chris Bryant lifts down the right field line, and that'll twist foul and out of play. So it was the 12th inning in his major league debut, August of 2014, when he hit the game winner into the bullpen. And then 2 days later, he hit 2 home runs. So what a start to his career. And what a start to this season. And this is probably a good time to remind our viewers we are playing in Colorado and you need every run you can get. There have been some wild, crazy baseball games played here over the last quarter century.
Wild, wacky stuff in Denver.
1-2 on Chris. These guys, as JD mentioned, went consecutive picks in the draft, and Gray will get the best of Bryant in their first matchup. That is the first out. So while the Cubs are playing on consecutive days for the first time since last Friday and Saturday, the Rockies had played on 17 consecutive days before they were off yesterday.
Rockies have won 6 of their last 8, coming off a very good road trip. They've only played 6 home games this year.
A strike on Anthony Rizzo.
We saw Gray in spring training, but this is his first ever regular season start against the Cubs.
This had been the only NL team he hadn't faced. Desmond on the run will grab it. Shortstop by trade. Now plays the outfield and first base, and a nice running catch to get Rizzo.
Desmond, when he was playing shortstop with the Nationals, very athletic, but he made a lot of errors. So his athleticism will play all over the diamond. Played a little first base this year. With Carlos Gonzalez on the disabled list, that creates a little room in the outfield.
Ball 1 on Wilson Contreras. Iannetta has something going on with his catcher's mitt. Rockies want to restart here.
Yeah,
video equipment and now the glove of the catcher.
Yeah. Gray would like a mulligan too. He's down 2 already. Kyle Hendricks will take the mound in the bottom of the inning with at least a 2-run lead. Gray's last start was in Washington against the Nationals. He had a 2-1 lead going into the 6th inning, and things kind of unraveled on him. He was matched up with Max Scherzer in that one.
This is Charlie Blackmon to retire Contreras. First pitch was an infield hit, and then Baez with a 2-run homer. Rockies coming up. The NL batting leader since 2015. Chris Iannetta hitting second. Charlie Blackmon has been batting third with Arenado out, but he's still there with Arenado back. Parra is in right as Carlos Gonzalez is dealing with a hamstring issue. Story, Desmond, McMahon, and the pitcher Gray.
Cubs defensively this evening, it's a lot of acreage to cover out there in the outfield here at Coors Field. Schwarber will play left, Almora Jr. will play center, and Jason Hayward, he of the 5 Gold Gloves, will play right. Bryant and Russell on the left side of the infield. Baez, Rizzo on the right side. Wilson Contreras behind the plate. And Kyle Hendricks is on the mound. He's our Blue Cross Blue Shield starting pitcher for the Cubs tonight. He's made 3 starts. He's 0-1. The club is 0-3 in his 3 starts. He's pitched quite well in 2 of those. Run support's been an issue for him.
Facing the former Cub LeMahieu, making his 11th start in the leadoff spot. Rockies are in kind of a weird situation right now with their outfield. Gerardo Parra has a 4-game suspension looming. He has appealed that, and he has not heard back from MLB, so that could be any day now. And Carlos Gonzalez strained his hamstring in that game Wednesday in Pittsburgh, and so he's day to day. Now Parra is in their lineup tonight. I guess Cargo feels a little better than he did a couple of days ago. And in the meantime, Bud Black says, I'm going to leave LeMahieu in the leadoff spot and Blackman hitting 3rd.
Yeah, I think they talked about this a little bit last year. And Blackman is such a good hitter, and you know, if you've got capable guys in front of him, you're going to create run scoring opportunities.
There's the first strike from Kyle. It's 3-1.
LeMahieu certainly fits the profile. High average hitter who will take his walks, doesn't strike out much. And now he's had this burst of power here in the early going. 5 home runs already. He hit 8 all of last year.
Called strike 2.
And he's never hit more than 11 in a single season.
Fouled off. We'll try it again. 6-game season series. The 3 here, and then on the Cubs' next homestand, April 30th through May 2nd, and that's it. There's that number we mentioned, 319 since 2015, and a leadoff base hit, and that's his happy zone. He is basically an opposite field singles hitter, but as you mentioned, some more power here in the early going.
Yeah, I don't know if he's changed his approach or if it's just kind of happened, but he is pulling the ball a little bit more, or hitting it in the air a little bit more at least, and been able to find the seats on 5 occasions. But this is more typical what you see of LeMahieu, spraying the ball around the diamond.
Chris Iannetta back in a Rockies uniform. And you see that 350 on base percentage. That's why he's batting second. Rockies come in batting .214 as a club, second to last in the major leagues, but they're tied for first with 27 homers. They're averaging about a half a run less than the major league average. No double play chances. Baez will get Iannetta at first. LeMahieu at second base with 1 out. And we'll bring up the very dangerous Charlie Blackmon. I don't know if we can call him underrated, but he's certainly one of the best offensive players in the league. MLB is having some technical issues with PitchCast, and we will have that up for you on our screen when it's remedied.
That little ground ball that Iannetta just hit, it's a perfect example of why Kyle Hendricks has been so good in this ballpark. Gets a lot of ground balls and a lot of soft contact. And try to keep the ball out of the air here.
Blackmon out of the leadoff spot, not because he wasn't great at it. It's that he hits home runs, and they want him to be able to drive in even more. He was in triple digits last year. He set a major league record. For RBIs by a leadoff hitter, 103. And recently got a 6-year extension. Hendricks working for the first time in 8 days. Popped up and very little room behind home plate. That's out of play. Is it fair to say here the backstop is as close to home plate as probably any park in baseball?
Yeah, it is fair to say.
Added a few rows of seats right behind home plate, so
they might have had to go to the zoning board to get a variance so they could do this, right?
Pitchers don't like it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you take away some foul ground, so you lose some outs with it. But I would imagine the look is pretty good. Sometimes when you're on the mound and the backstop's way behind home plate, it can kind of mess with you a little bit in terms of your perspective. Feel like you're 100 feet from home plate.
Kind of like a backboard and a big dome or something, right?
I used to get that vibe at the Vet in Philadelphia. I can't throw it that far. It's going to be out of gas by the time it gets there.
Two pulled into right. LeMahieu around third. He's going to be set. And the throw is late. Blackman probably should have made second, but he just hesitated. It's now 2-1 as he knocks in LeMahieu. That'll bring up Nolan Arenado, just back from a 5-game suspension. He actually went to Phoenix and played in 3 extended spring games with the Rockies. He charged the Padres' Luis Perdomo on April 11th after being thrown at. Perdomo, by the way, got sent to the minor leagues yesterday. A drive out into deep right. Hayward will watch it. Hit the top of the wall, and it's a home run. It's over the yellow line, and a 2-run homer for Arenado on the first pitch he sees in his return.
The 5th home run that Kyle has allowed this year. He's made a few mistakes up in the zone that hurt him, and this appeared to be the case here as well. About thigh high, outer third, and a very aggressive swing by Arenado. But this is Coors Field baseball, man.
Yeah, it's a good time to remind you, you need every run you can get. Did I say that already? Here's Parra. 3-2 in the first inning. 42 degrees here in Denver, but ball carrying. Low and outside, and it's 1-1.
They use the humidifier here. Try to make the balls.
Humidor.
The humidor, yeah.
Oh,
I use the humidifier at home. Comes baseball brought to you by humidifiers. They use the humidor here to try to take some of the life out of the ball. They probably should go to like certain resorts when there's not a lot of space. They have these limited flight golf balls that they use. They should adopt that here.
Well, are you of the belief that the ball has changed a little bit?
Well, I've talked to some of our coaches, other people around the game, guys down on the field that felt for sure the ball had a little something extra going on last year. So I tend to agree with them, but based on what they've told me, I'm not so sure about this year.
Swing and a miss. He got him on a changeup. For Kyle's first strikeout, 2 gone. And then we'll bring up Trevor Story.
Yeah, you got to generate some swings and misses here. Try to keep the ball out of play. And you just have to be tough-minded too. You can't let a tough inning or, you know, a couple bleeders that squirt through the infield or a little flare that drops in because the outfielders are so deep. You cannot let that chew you up mentally. You got to just realize sometimes it's a battle of attrition. You got to hang in there, and you might give up 5 and still win.
1-0 on the Rockies shortstop. We'll keep an eye on the Cubs' top prospect making his AAA debut tonight, Adbert Alzolay. And he's already worked 4 perfect innings for the I-Cubs.
Trevor Story hit 51 home runs his first 2 seasons in the big leagues. That's a record for a shortstop. And he only played 97 games in 2016.
He got his career off to the great start. Slow start last year. Hendricks with a 2-1, and Story got hit.
Trying to throw something with a little life inside. Lead elbow. Story had the pad on. So certainly will help.
That brings up Ian Desmond, trying to snap an 0 for 10. Hitting just 162. He's already gone through an 0 for 16.
He's an interesting guy because he has power and he'll hit the ball out of the ballpark a decent amount of the time. But other than that, he's an extreme ground ball hitter. You really don't want that in this ballpark.
Check swing roller to the shortstop. Russell throws to Rizzo. Each team with a home run. Baez and then Arenado. It's 3-2 Rockies after an inning. In the second inning. Ball 1 on Kyle Schwarber.
Big homestand for Kyle. 7 out of 20. That's a .350 batting average. Double home run. Scored 4 times. Drove in 6. Took 5 walks.
A couple of run scoring hits yesterday.
Hitters count. And he's been showing an inclination to shoot the ball the other way. Even flashes bunt every now and then. But he should be in launch mode here. Doubly so here on 3-0. It's interesting they kept Arenado in even on 2-0. Now 3-0 he backs up and you see the deployment.
That is a leadoff walk. Gray, their opening day starter each of the last 2 seasons as Cubs battery talk things over. He started and lost that wild card game in Arizona last October. He recorded just 4 outs, gave up 4 runs. This time last season with a broken foot. And he faces Addison Russell and a first pitch strike.
Conversely, Addy did not have a good homestand, just 4 out of 24.
That pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I like to pitch him away, and when he's thinking middle and the other field, outfield, he does a lot better. He has a tendency sometimes to get into this rut where he pulls off. And hit a lot of ground balls to the left side of the infield. Bad miss there from Gray. Ryan Neto set up inside and he wants to talk to the big right-hander. Talk about the nature of the game here at Coors Field. Maybe you should get extra mound visits at Coors Field.
That's the last thing we need. 2-1 on Russell. Baez hit a 2-run homer in the first. The Rockies got an RBI single from Blackmon, and then Nolan Arenado with a go-ahead 2-run blast. Pop to right. Parra makes the catch. Hey, Cub fans, check out the WGN Sports Game Zone to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and info while watching at home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape, pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Escape your everyday. Shop The Great Escape.
Hey, we have to give a shout out to the Commissars are here tonight watching the ball game. We saw them at breakfast this morning.
Yeah, they'll be here all weekend.
Yeah. From Indianapolis, huge Cub fans, and he's celebrating a birthday.
Oh, and 1 on Jason Hayward, who hit an insurance home run yesterday against the Cardinals.
Yeah, high fastball on 2-0. Most big left-handed hitters like the ball down. He's pretty good up and away from him. Up and in he can get tied up, but up out away from him he can do some damage.
The kick and the pitch. Missed low. No swing by Hayward. Cubs all time here at Coors Field, 38 and 48. This is a 5-game 6-day road trip to Colorado and Cleveland. Bounce to Arenado. He's going to step on second, throw to first late. He was so close to the shortstop Story, he decided to take it himself.
Yeah, it was going to be a funky angle for Story too, either way, and I think the flip to Story would have been the way to go. Yeah, I think he might have gotten it done had he flipped that ball to Story, but it was going to be awkward either way. Surprised he didn't get whistled for traveling there.
Strike called on Hendricks. Fastball at 97.
But Arenado, I mentioned a 5-time Gold Glove winner, and I believe he won the Platinum Award for the best defender overall in the league last year. He's fun to watch play. He's always in motion, and he likes to make plays running. He likes to make throws while running towards the target, kind of like a scrambling quarterback.
I recall a play he made against the Cubs here last year that it looked like he on purpose ran into foul territory to make the throw on the run. It was almost as if he made it a more difficult throw for most guys, but not for him.
I like when Omar Vizquel used to make plays barehanded just because he could. Needed to challenge himself every now and then.
A 1-2 count on Hendricks. And off the outside corner. Now 1 for 6 with 5 strikeouts. Full count. Almora on deck. Hayward takes off on 3-2. Sharply hit grounder to the shortstop Story, and he'll throw out Hendricks. Cubs strand 1. It's 3-2 Rockies early.
Boys are ready for another shot at October Glory. Be part of it all season long at Wrigley Field. Get your tickets now at Cubs.com.
And Cub fans, make sure you check out the Cubs blog at WGNTV.com. Presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Go to jefffook.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. Rockies lead this game 3-2. Swing and a miss by Ryan McMahon, playing first base tonight. Fouled off. Day-night doubleheader in Detroit. Jacoby Jones with a game-ending home run as the Tigers beat the Royals this afternoon 3-2. Jason Hamill went 9 innings and gave up 2 runs and a no decision. Really good today.
Royals are now 3-14.
They're down 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th in game 2. Hook foul on the ground. An attempted kick save over there by Tony Diaz, but he missed it. One ball to Baez, ranging to his right.
Let's see if Kyle can settle in and start to get some ground balls. He's been in the air a little bit more this year than he normally is in terms of balls in play, and that's why the home run bug has bitten him a little bit.
Ball and no strikes.
Always an adjustment in that first inning when you go from the bullpen mound to the game mound. It'll be a little bit different feel. I think more so here too. You just have to see how your pitches react at altitude. Now obviously that's not going to be different from the bullpen to the game mound. Sometimes it just takes a while to settle in. The release point.
2-1 on the Rockies pitcher. 097 career batter. That is a fair ball. Well, the late swing worked out, and that ball's going to roll for a while. And Gray's got a double. 3rd career double for John Gray. The wall kind of juts out in that area, and I think Hayward was waiting to see if it was going to hit the diagonal part of it, but instead it just kept rolling.
And fortunately it was Gray the pitcher running, otherwise it might have been a 3-base hit, and Kyle got a little careless there, elevated that fastball to Gray, who pumped it into the corner. Hayward with an Elway-like heave from the right field corner back into the infield.
Mayhew with a leadoff single and a run in the first inning. So he won the batting title a couple of years ago. Last year it was his teammate Charlie Blackmon.
That's why there needs to be 2 non-Rockies division.
Fouled out of play.
This is a situation with a pitcher on second base. You might be inclined to shorten up your outfield a little bit. So a sharp signal to the outfield, you have a good chance of throwing him out if they tried to send him. But this outfield's so big, if you tighten up, chances obviously are increased that LeMahieu finds a gap and ends up with a double or a triple himself.
1-2 pitch. Inside for a ball. And it's 2-2.
tell what kind of hitter LeMahieu is just by looking at the Cubs fielders. Absolutely straight up in the outfield and pretty much straight up in the infield.
Here it comes. Ground ball to short. And Russell rifles it to first. Hey, try Subway Restaurant's new double meat signature wraps for just $6.99 each. Enjoy the Chipotle Southwest steak and cheese. Get yours today.
I'm in.
Two outs. Gray still at second base, and here's the catcher Iannetta. Originally a fourth-round pick of the Rockies back in 2004 out of University of North Carolina. He was part of the Rockies group that went to the World Series in '07.
Yeah, they got a young pitching staff here, a lot of young guys in their rotation in particular, and then they really value Iannetta's experience of working with these young pitchers.
Now 35. Got a 2-year contract to come back. He was an Angel, a Mariner, and a Diamondback. In the interim, swing and a miss on a curveball. Maybe that was a change. 78.
First couple starts, Kyle hardly used his curveball. Last start, he threw a fair number of them. A lot of guys stay away from that pitch in this ballpark.
Fastball caught the edge. Rockies trying to cash in a double by their pitcher as Contreras knocks that ball down. 2-2 on Iannetta.
He's had a pretty keen eye. So, not a high average hitter, but he slugs and he takes his walks.
Hendricks gets the sign. Quick look at second. Now the pitch. It's high. Called strike 3. Iannetta retired. Second punch out for Hendricks. And the Rockies strand 1. Night, Thursday, April 26th. Show your support for Autism Speaks by purchasing specially priced tickets to watch the Cubs host the Brewers. A portion of net proceeds from Autism Awareness Night will be donated to Autism Speaks. For more information, visit cubs.com/community nights. Happy 9th birthday to Colin Woodcocks. George Tida celebrating 82 years as a Cubs fan.
They share a birthday with Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball.
How old is he?
He would be 57, I believe.
Okay. Quick thank you to Alex Cohen of the Iowa Cubs and Scott Kornberg from Myrtle Beach for our minor league reports on tonight's leadoff man. Broken bat pop up and a base hit.
Well, Albert celebrated a birthday a few days ago, and he's got the good karma rolling now. Infield knock, and now a little broken bat pop fly into shallow right.
I don't think the hands feel great, but it was worth it.
Time now for the high-speed replay powered by Xfinity, and there goes Javi Baez again. He's making a habit out of this. Home run number 6 on the year.
He just could have added 10 feet to that home run. It would have matched today's date.
Well, it's early in the game.
Man on, nobody out. Tap foul. Yeah, you know, Joe, with his lineup construction, I think the last couple of days he would say it's not rocket science. He's one of the hottest hitters in the league. He's going to hit in the top 3 and batting second again today.
Well, and you want to reward a guy when he starts to buy in. They've been preaching to him for a couple of years now. You know, you don't always have to do it, but willing to cut down your swing in certain situations, be willing to go the other way, and he started to do that. So you want to say, okay, good job, here you go.
There's another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
So we trust you to move up in the order. He's got the bees buzzing.
Yeah. John Gray going, what do I have to do to get an out?
Find the barrel. Well, and this is, you know, I know we talk about it every time we're here, the Coors Field effect. It's not so much the light air and the home runs. It's because they've pushed the fences so far back when they designed the ballpark to try to keep the ball in the yard a little bit. It creates all this open space out there, so balls that otherwise would be caught drop in.
Yeah, I think both those balls would be outs at Wrigley. And when you go from there to here and vice versa, it's the stark contrast of just how massive this ballpark is and the playing surface. It makes Wrigley feel very tiny in comparison as Bryant fouls off the end of the bat. Let's go back to the 2013 first round of the draft. Appel is currently out of baseball. Bryant and Gray 1, 2, 3.
Stanford, USD, and Oklahoma.
1 and 2 on Bryant.
Better breaking balls he's thrown tonight. He struck out Chris first go around.
This has been a trouble spot for Gray. Opposing hitters Hitting over 400 when he's been ahead in the count.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to finish off hitters. He's had a hard time finishing off innings.
323 with 2 outs. And there you see the batting average on balls in play, almost 400.
Right, and normally you can attribute that to Coors Field, but I think this is his only second start here.
That pitch gets by, a wild one, and both runners advance.
There you go, 55-footer. Very difficult for a catcher to contain that one.
Infield back. We're trying to avoid a big inning. Outside. 98 from Gray, but it missed. Looking at sac fly opportunities. Got to get it into that green area on our graphic. Bases loaded, nobody out. Back-to-back singles followed by a walk. And time to check out our Lexus Run Predictor. It's brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Pretty good chance the Cubs are at least going to tie this game. As Gray is in some trouble here in the third, Anthony Rizzo coming to the plate. Another mound visit for Iannetta.
This is the anatomy of a big inning at Coors Field. A couple of soft hits. Now you get a little defensive, dangerous hitter. You end up walking him. Now you got to deal with Rizzo with the bases loaded.
Big chance for the Cubs. Ball one. Mora started the inning with a bloop single. Baez with a soft line base hit. Bryant walked on a 3-2. Double play chance. Cubs will tie the game, but no RBI for Rizzo. That's a big one for Gray. It's a 3-3 tie, but 2 outs here and a runner at third.
Yeah, that's a win for Gray. Bases loaded with Anthony up there. He gets 2 with 1 swing of the bat. That's something the Cubs don't do that often. One of the better clubs in the league and not hitting into double plays.
So Baez now the runner at third, and he will hold. Whenever he's at third in a spot like this, it's must see TV. It's one where the ball gets away from the catcher. He comes halfway down the line, and then the catcher throws to third, and he scores. He's done that a few times, hasn't he? And you know the Rockies know.
Gray's been in a lot of hitters' counts.
Two and one.
What I would be interested in finding out is the all-time record in this ballpark for the team who strikes out the fewest times in the game.
Interesting. That will be caught by Parra, as Pat Foley would say. It's tree in the third.
Promotion. Text Subway to 97999. Right now, the 300th texter will win a $30 gift card to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway, so much sandwich.
Three tie. Charlie Blackmon will lead it off. RBI single in the first inning. That is a strike call. Fouled out of play. Blackmon, an interesting guy. Known as kind of a goofy, a curious, and sometimes forgetful cat. He has run out of gas, prompting him to call a teammate to pick him up. I guess he once carpooled back from the airport after a road trip with Arenado, and then said, "Oh, I forgot, I left my car at the airport."
Kind of like a Manny Ramirez move.
Yeah. He was actually drafted by the Marlins in 2004 as a pitcher, and then out of junior college by the Red Sox as a pitcher, before eventually the Rockies drafted him as an outfielder. Swing and a miss. He strikes out. Here's Arenado's home run on the first pitch he saw coming back from the suspended list. He powdered this one out of here. And he's got momentum, and it's brought to you by First Midwest Bank. First Midwest Bank, connect with a momentum maker today. Rockies and Cubs all over that list. He is the Major League RBI leader since 2014, now with 462.
Yeah, last three seasons, 130, 133, and then 130 again.
That is a foul ball. It Had a lot of English on it and did end up foul. You asked the question about teams with no strikeouts here at Coors Field. Scott Lindholm, who watches us all the time, said it has happened here not very often. He just sent us a list.
Yeah. So what I was curious about is how big is the advantage. So what's the all-time record? This will be a research project for the team on any given night. So the team that strikes out the fewest amount of times in that particular game. Because the ball and play is such a big advantage here, is my theory.
Right.
Right. So the all-time one-loss record in this ballpark, as determined by the team that strikes out the least amount of times.
Oh, I got you.
But what's Scott come up with?
There are about 10 such games where teams have not struck out.
Yeah. Did they win?
They won. Let's see, 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
2008, they played a game here against the Twins. The Rockies had no walks, no strikeouts, and won 3-2. Didn't hit a home run either.
That's wacky. Arenado's always been an aggressive hitter. Become a little bit more patient, and as he's been in the league a little bit longer. But he likes to swing it. Might be able to get in to offer him one off the edge.
Mora will make the grab, so Arenado lines out. He's 1 for 2. Parra playing right, batting 5th tonight, struck out in his first at bat.
So talking about Hendricks, 4 starts in this ballpark coming into tonight. Batting average against in this yard .231. It's tied for the 3rd best all time.
That's great.
Among guys who have made at least 4 starts here. It's not a huge sample. And kind of contradicting my philosophy, he's not a huge strikeout pitcher, but he does get a lot of weak contact, and a lot of it's on the ground. Always been the challenge for the Rockies here over the years, trying to figure out how to put a club together and what to do about pitching. Do you go after power arms that strike a bunch of people out? But typically those guys ride that 4-seam fastball. You give up fly balls, home runs that come along with it. Do you lean heavily going with sinker ballers?
Swing and a miss. Yeah, they've kind of tried everything, and I think the number one thing is homegrown guys, right? You get used to pitching here from the start of their career. 3-3 after 3. The fourth inning is brought to you by Wendy's 4 for $4, now with more choices than ever at participating locations for a limited time. Ball one on Kyle Schwarber. He walked to start the second. And getting on base so far, about a 38% clip.
Cubs have had the leadoff man reach in each of the first 3 innings.
Past Arenado and in the left, so that opposite field approach has really been paying dividends for Schwarber.
It's turning into Tony Gwynn. There are times when he's hit the ball the other way, you thought, well, he just pulled off the ball a little bit, or he was behind it. But lately, there's been a concerted effort to hit the ball in that direction. And I love it leading off an inning. But the game situation, the count, the score, all those things factor into your approach.
Well, Gray has been on the ropes all night because he has let the leadoff man reach all 4 innings. That is not an easy way to go about your business, especially here. Tapper charged by Arenado, and he will get the lead man at second. And I was surprised he threw there, but maybe I shouldn't be.
Well, he's got great instincts. You know, that internal clock they talk about with infielders, and he knew he had a shot. He's not afraid to try to make plays. Most guys are just going to take the sure thing at first base, but he's going to nail a lead runner here.
Well, in terms of that internal clock, you've got to know who's running, and man, that was close, but it was the right call.
Yeah. Well, I was a little nervous with Kyle sliding through the bag that they might have, you know, called the interference deal on him.
Ball one on Hayward. Don't get nervous, JD.
Why is that?
Stay calm.
What's happening?
We're good. You said you were a little nervous.
Oh,
saying it's going to be okay.
That's what they call it. It's the official MLB rule. They call it the interference deal. The interference thingy. They used to call it the Utley rule, but he took umbrage with that, so now it's the interference deal.
He gets the sign from Iannetta. Big lead by Russell. Here it comes. It's low. Let's see who's going places. Brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Exit velocity on Jason Hayward's home run. 110.7 into the bleachers yesterday. Big night for Adbert Alzolay in his AAA debut against, I believe, Nashville. Let me double check. Yep. He went 6 innings, gave up 1 hit, took a no-hitter into the 6th. The hit was an opposite field home run by B.J. Boyd of the Nashville Sounds, but Alzolay threw 75 pitches and was terrific. McMahon wants them to check on the replay.
Quick feet there by the big guy.
He might be out. That was really close.
I don't know if he got him on the first. I don't know if he got him with the glove on the first pass through or not. If he got him on the lower arm, he's probably out. If the contact didn't come until the top of the arm, I think he's safe.
So Buddy Black challenges the call. So hard to tell
I
there.
got nothing there. I can't overturn that or can't confirm it. But they're going to have different looks, and they'll be able to break it down.
They just put one slow-mo look on the big board, and it looks like Russell's out, but on that view, the foot of McMahon is in the way, so you cannot really see where Addison's hand is in relation to the bag. This should give us a little better look. Now, if I had to guess there, I'd say out, but is it conclusive? And I guess it is. So,
I'm not sure that when they do the replay that they're looking for conclusive. I think based on what we've seen over the last couple of years, it's what's your best guess. And I would think that the replay officials and the umpires would tell me I'm all wet on that one, but that's my take on it.
So 2 outs, and this is one place where you do not want to make outs like that. If you can help it. 2-2.
Yeah, unless you're running, and the Cubs don't run much at all. Maybe then Addison was thinking about trying to steal a bag there. Sometimes if you're trying to steal a base, especially if you're not, if you don't have Billy Hamilton speed, you have to put yourself in harm's way a little bit in terms of getting an aggressive lead and trying to get a jump.
Well, we might be seeing tonight the 2 right-handed pitchers with the best pickoff move to first.
Yeah, Hendricks has got a great move. I didn't realize Gray had such a good move, but he was really quick. Another one, Bud Norris, who's now working in the Cardinal bullpen. He's got a really good move.
Hayward draws the walk. That will bring the pitcher Hendricks to the plate.
Well, that's a bad walk. 8-hole hitter up, 2 outs, nobody on. Now the pitcher spot gets cleared. 3rd free pass issued by Gray here this evening.
Royals came back and beat the Tigers 3-2 to earn a split. They scored twice in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. And the game-winning run resulted from an error. Short lead by Hayward. A tapper. Gray off the mound. He'll barehand and sling it to first. And the Cubs with a couple base runners, but no runs in the 4th. We're still tied at 3. The barbecue.
Good knife skills.
3-3 tie. And here's the mile-high effect. The run differential, I mean, man, oh man. I mean, it's about 2 runs every year, the last several years, in terms of what the Rockies score at home versus on the road. And the rest of baseball, it's pretty minimal.
Yeah, and so you have to learn to manage here as well, too. As a manager, you have to realize the style of game that's going to be played here. Maybe not be so quick to go to your bullpen.
You talked the other day about the paradigm shift in terms of starting pitchers, in a lot of cases not being allowed to get that 7th or 8th inning, having allowed 4 or 5 runs. But here would be the one place theoretically where you might allow a starter to do that.
Yeah. You know, as long as he's not beat up and he's still competing, feels like, you know, he can hang in there, because you think your guys are going to be able to put 7 or 8 runs on the board.
Story, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning, will lead off the home 4th for the Rockies.
And the Cubs have Monday off in Cleveland, and it's always nice to have that off day coming out of Denver as well. Two reasons: the chance that your bullpen has been used frequently over a 3-game series, and 2, just the physical effects of playing here at altitude. Guys are beat up a little bit.
Thump foul to left. I mentioned a note about homers by a shortstop first 2 seasons. He also has set a major league record. He hit 52 homers in his first 250 games as a shortstop, most ever over that span to start a career, ahead of Nomar Garciaparra and A-Rod. Currently now with 55, 262 career games. Well, forever here was Troy Tulowitzki, so they're hoping Story can have a similar run in a Rockies uniform at short. Hendricks gave up 3 in the first, nothing since. And the count is full. Active pitchers, he's got the 3rd best earned run average with at least 100 starts. Sub 3, 2.97.
Trailing only Kershaw and Chris Sale. Speaking of Kershaw, he and Max Scherzer hooking up tonight in LA.
Still 3-2. Desmond on deck. Got him. He has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters.
Yeah, he's settling into a nice groove. Didn't panic after giving up the early damage. Stays with his plan. Continues to throw darts.
Pitch to Desmond is a strike. Close, didn't get it. 1-1 the count. Cubs coming off an 11-day, 7-game homestand. Sounds odd to say.
Yeah, well, Joe pregame there got a little bit of his comments that we're like the Bulls, 3 times a week.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
This is year number 2 for Desmond with the Rockies. 3 different stints on the DL last year. He only played in 95 ball games.
Struck out Story after Story had fouled off a few 3-2s. Now trying to put away Desmond on a 2-2. Now it's 3-2.
Changing the eye level with an elevated heater and get Desmond to bite.
Yu Darvish, Tyler Anderson tomorrow night. Jose Quintana, Herman Marquez on Sunday. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball at 86.
Well, right back to it, and this time Desmond couldn't lay off. First time Desmond disciplined, said not going to do it. Second time said, yeah, I will. You offer me that piece of cake a second time, I'm going to take a slice.
We'll bring up McMahon.
Kind of like the way I am on the charter when they bring the dessert by. I go, no, 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 I'm good. And they make that second pass. Go, okay.
Yeah. McMahon has struggled at this level. He hasn't been here very long. Last year, 17 games, a 158 batting average.
Talking about him in spring training, I like his bat. 20 home runs last year in the minor leagues. He's a minor league player of the year.
.132 average over 35 big league games coming in. Rizzo will flip. Hendricks covering. And a 1-2-3 for Kyle for the second consecutive frame. 3-3.
Take on the Brewers. First pitch will happen at 1:20, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans receive a Cubs fleece blanket presented by American Airlines. Tickets are still available for this game. Cubs.com is where you can get them.
And Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card. Only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. Quality, baby.
Yeah.
Almora shoots one out into deep left center and run down by Desmond.
Well, there's some irony, right?
Yeah.
Infield hit first time, broken bat blooper hit second time. This one really stung. Although the infield hit was hit well. Story made a nice play on it to keep it in the infield, but this ball really scalded. For the first time tonight, John Gray has retired a leadoff man.
Baez continues his scorching hot streak. 2-run blast in the first, single in the third.
Look out. Yeah. Start doing damage, and we'll start to see some of that. Too batted in tonight. Tie him for the league lead, depending on what Tucker and Harper do. They both had 18.
He's 3 for 3. Desmond will cut it off. Baez is going to try to make it to second, and he will. And this is a great ballpark in which to hit for the cycle, if there is such a thing, and he's a triple away.
Yeah, that's just a great aggressive base running. You always want to push the envelope here because there is so much ground to cover. Desmond's got to go a good ways to track this one down. Now, if the throw's right on the money, he's out, but Desmond has to spin around to throw that ball in. It's not on the money. So this is a combination of field and scouting report. We'll go over the outfield arms. Who's got a strong arm? Who's got an accurate arm? Who do you try to take advantage of? As often has been the case this year, Baez just not happy to settle for singles anyway.
Now hitting .288. He's slugging .763. I think he's going to do it tonight. I got a triple in the offing. He's already hit 3. Tied for the major league lead. Grace, well, 1993, the last to do it.
You know, if he hits one down the line or in a gap at all, you're going to have to tackle him to stop him from trying.
Two 2-0 to Bryant. Javi's 9 for his last 13, plus power, not just 9 singles. Trying to break a 3-3 tie, and Bryant shoots it foul to right. Update our Lexus run predictor. Runner at second base, 1 out. Guy on the right says Cubs are going to score. Guy on the left said nope. Little delayed steal there by Baez as Bryant fouls away. Well, he scraped his right forearm on that headfirst slide.
Got LeMahieu's attention, so he's going to tighten him up a little bit, or try to anyway.
Curve in the dirt.
Play the whole game, aggressive leads, good secondary lead. Infield, there's something else to think about. The guy behind the plate, just distract everybody on the diamond if you're you're willing to, put in the effort. It doesn't seem like a lot, but some guys don't do it.
The kick in the 3-2. Bounce to the shortstop. Throw goes to third. Ooh, he called him out. I thought he got in.
He immediately went to the whole Cubs dugout is up, and they're gonna take a look at this one. He goes against convention.
He does.
This is a don't go kind of ball, but he went, and I think he was in there.
And I think that's a mistake by Story to even throw it. Right? I mean, he's already in scoring position. If he gets the out at first, that's the second out of the inning, and now the Cubs
it's clearly safe.
Yeah, have a chance to really break it open.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's according to quote unquote the book, it's bad base running if the ball's hit in front of you to go to third base on that ball. But it got Story's attention. He thought he had an easy play on him. The throw's offline, the throw's up and away a little bit. Arenado has to reach out to get it and then come back to apply the tag. So, if Desmond makes a good throw to second, he's probably out. If Story makes a good throw here, he's probably out.
But he forces the action.
Yeah, and again, you're right. The safe play for Story was just to go to first base here.
So he is safe. So both managers making challenges and both getting overturns.
Listen. Cub fans chanting Javi here. Coors Field. It's pretty sweet.
That's great. So it's Rizzo who bounced into a 4-6-3 with the bases loaded, nobody out in the third. That tied the game. He did not get an RBI. And now it's first and third, one out in the fifth. Low for ball one.
I assume somewhere on Baez's bucket list is steal second, steal third, steal home in the same inning. He is the most fun guy in baseball.
He's feeling it right now. And there is something, I mean, he's a really smart base runner, as we've talked a lot over the years, but he's also, as you said, daring, and he can make guys make mistakes just by doing things other base runners would not even attempt.
Yeah, and it's the split-second decision making. It's not read it and should I or shouldn't I, because if you do that, he's out.
That will give the Cubs the lead. So Rizzo will get an RBI, and it's 4-3.
Well, he owes half of that RBI to Baez for getting to third base for him. RBI number 5 for Anthony. Of course, he missed a bunch of games with the back injury, the stint on the DL.
In some ways, when you talk about base running, and you mentioned earlier with Russell getting picked off first, there are times when even if a guy gets picked off, it's not, quote, a bad play because you're trying to get a big lead and steal a base, whatever. You might even say that Javi doesn't get thrown out enough. I mean, he could in maybe some cases push it even more, because invariably he's going to get thrown out and someone's going to say, well, there you go. But the point is that it feels like he hasn't made those decisions a lot where he actually does get thrown out.
Yeah, it's daring, it's high risk, but it's rarely reckless.
Yeah. Bounce to third. Arenado will backhand. The throw bounces, gets away. Here comes Bryant. 5-3. Couple of errant throws by the left side of the infield, looming large here in the fifth inning.
Getting a lot of mileage off some soft ground balls here tonight as well. A little bit of an in-between hop, a tough handle for McMahon over there at first base.
Guessing single for Contreras and an E5, allowing Bryant to score. maybe just an error. Well, they're saying error all the way.
So shift on Arenado now deep, basically staying at the shortstop position. So the left side is there again for Schwarber to a degree. But I think in this situation, 2 outs, man on first. Now you go back into, you think of Kyle as being a slugger. Go ahead and try to mash one here.
Two and one.
Nothing doing in the Rockies bullpen.
First error for Arenado in his last 30 ball games. Contreras takes off, and Iannetta lost the handle and tripped, and Contreras will head to third. Another bad throw. Should be a wild pitch and an error on Iannetta, and Contreras is nursing something. That's not good.
It's almost like he jammed an elbow or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But great read by Contreras. Ball in the dirt.
What happened to Iannetta? Did he trip?
I don't know if he slipped. Just didn't have a grip on the baseball. There's a great example again of the aggressive secondary lead. Reads the ball in the dirt and off he goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Toe pick.
Yep.
Hockey term.
Couldn't land the double axle.
This is not an inning the Rockies will want to watch again defensively. Rays 3-2. Schwarber to center. Well hit. Blackman leaps and catches it on the warning track over 400 feet away from home plate. The Cubs have the lead. It's 5-3 in the fifth. p.m. up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans get a dancing bullpen beverage tumbler presented by Pepsi. Tickets are still available for that game at Cubs.com. A wild top of the fifth. Cubs scoring twice, and they have the lead. Gray has allowed 5 tonight, but 2 unearned runs. And he's got a double with the bat. On the right field line, Hayward might have room and foul ground, and it's just out of play.
Top of the wall. It's a tough play for an outfielder. You're going hard towards that barrier, and you have to decide either to leave your feet or stay upright and maybe flip into the stands.
Diving attempt. Did he catch it? No. Trapped by Almora. Great effort. So Gray is 2 for 2. Albert is not indicating that he caught it. Joe will make sure as he'll check with the video room.
Gray the hitter outperforming Gray the pitcher so far here tonight. Sinking line drive. Yep. Great effort. You can see the little short hop there. That's a high risk play in this big ballpark. If this gets by him and goes to the wall, Gray's going to end up at third base.
Since the Arenado homer in the first, the Rockies have 2 hits, both belonging to the pitcher. There's got to be a Twitter handle for pitchers wearing the jacket, right? With like a Twitter alert.
Pitcher wearing a jacket alert.
Somebody out there should start a Twitter account with updates and alerts on when major league pitchers put on the jacket on the bases. That is our charge to you.
Rock the Mr. Rogers cardigan like we used to in the Dome back in the day with the Astros.
That would be a great avatar.
Yeah.
And you still have yours?
Yeah, I think there's one around. Yeah.
Swing and a miss. It is 2-2 to LeMahieu.
LeMahieu rarely looks bad like that, but he was way out in front of that changeup. Now he's another guy who hits it on the ground a lot. Buddy Black's not going to start his pitcher here from first base, so double plays in order for sure. LeMahieu will be looking to go right center.
Line to right, but it's foul.
So they extended Blackman, 6-year deal. LeMahieu's due to be free agent too, correct?
After this season.
Yeah.
Arenado after next season.
Boy, if I'm a hitter, I'm more than willing to give the Rockies a hometown discount.
Yep. Toward the middle. Russell flips. And Baez on the bare hand pick. They get Gray. So now he's doing it on defense too.
His skills on full display here tonight.
He made that look easy. That's the first out.
Yeah, this is funky. Softly hit, all kinds of weird spin. Russell gets way out behind second base, and Baez with the bare hand snag. I think Addison was fooled a little bit by that ball. I think he thought it was more sharply hit. That's why he took that route. And if he takes a more aggressive path to that ball, Maybe they get a double play there.
LeMahieu takes over at first. Iannetta looks at ball one. It has been the Javier Baez show tonight. 3 for 3, a home run, a double, 2 runs, great base running, and that defensive play. Am I missing anything?
He was selling some popcorn in the stands in between innings.
Low this time. It's 2-0. All the Rockies runs came in the first inning. Lined right field. Hayward battling the lights, and he puts it away. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Well, someone just tweeted from an account, Pitcher Jacket. So maybe that's a new thing. And the update said John Gray wearing jacket, bottom 5, no outs. That's it. That's all you want. Beautiful.
So I'm assuming then that there must be a position player pitching as well.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that's out there.
Going outside. Yes, I think it is. Well, I was going next level. I was going position player pitching, comes up to bat, then puts the jacket on. You'd almost have to, wouldn't you? Back to Hendricks, and he works around the leadoff single by Gray. 5-3 Cubs after 5. True Chicago fans. Temperatures in the 40s tonight, expecting snow overnight.
I imagine they're having a pretty good spring ski season up here in the mountains.
I would guess. One strike to Russell. Here it comes. Ground ball into right.
On Sunday, April 29th, Cubs Brewers first pitch 1:20, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving adults age 21 and older will receive a Cubs slouch beanie presented by Jim Beam. Tickets still available at Cubs.com.
Hey, Melissa Etheridge sang the national anthem tonight in a terrific rendition. That was a nice surprise. That's a postseason quality performer there doing a regular season anthem. Tommy LaStella is on deck to bat for Hendricks. Shot out into the alley. That's going to roll for a while. Russell will score. Hayward on his way to third. He's got a triple. 6-3.
You talked about it earlier, how this ballpark will yield triples. Hayward, who had walked earlier, just mashes this ball to the deepest part of left center field here in this ballpark. So soft single followed by the triple by Hayward.
Looks like that might be it for John Gray. Brian Shaw up in the Rockies bullpen. And now the call has been made. Here comes Shaw. 6-3 Cubs. 6th inning.
Enjoys responsibly. Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser.
Right-hander Brian Shaw, part of a pretty expensive bullpen. They went out and they brought in Shaw. They signed the Cubs closer Wade Davis. They brought back Jake McGee. And they spent a lot of money in doing so.
Well, it makes sense. We talked about, bringing Chris Iannetta, the veteran catcher, back to kind of prop up the young starting rotation. So also makes sense to have a good core of veteran relievers to provide support. And Shaw's been a good solid relief pitcher for a number of years now, first with the Diamondbacks and then with the Indians over the last 5 seasons. He was signed through 2020 to toil here for the Rockies.
Pitched against the Cubs in the World Series.
A little bit of a lower 3/4 arm slot and slings that cutting fastball. He uses that pitch not exclusively, but a high percentage of the time.
He took the loss in Game 7 of the 2016 Fall Classic. Pitching for Cleveland. 2-0 on the pinch hitter LaStella. Now 3-0 infield in. Nobody out. Hayward at third. Cubs already with a 3-run advantage. That is a strike. If you base tonight simply on what the Cubs have done offensively to start the year, you put this one in the win column, because they're averaging 8.5 runs in their wins and under 2 in their losses. LaStella takes the walk, but we know that's not how it always works. Check out the variety of luxury premier options that Wrigley Field has to offer for your next client, corporate, or family function, like an all-inclusive suite experience. Daily suite rentals are still available for the opening week of baseball. For details, visit Cubs.com/premier.
Could have possibly squeezed one more out of Kyle here tonight, but he's approaching 100 pitches. Chance to add on.
Yeah, I mean, it really has been all or nothing so far, as the Cubs are off to an 8-8 start. Strike to Almora. 2 singles, 2 runs, and a hard line out to left.
Yeah, I looked before the game yesterday. I think about half of their runs had come in 3 games.
One ball foul.
Key again here tonight, putting the ball in play. They've only struck out once.
Phillies edged the Pirates 2-1. Odubel Herrera had the game-winning RBI triple in the 8th. One and 2 the count. How about Jake Arrieta last night? 7 innings, 10 strikeouts to beat the Pirates.
Well, Fightins are playing pretty good ball.
After a 12-7 start.
Competition hasn't been particularly stiff. Some talented young position players. And Jake will really relish in being the veteran guy to lead that young staff.
Base hit to right. Here comes Hayward. 7-3. 3-hit night for Almora.
It's like these guys are playing cricket. just laying the bat on the ball.
That'll close the book on Gray. 7 runs, 5 earned.
That's good batmanship there. Goes down, and again, opposite field, little curvature to right.
Baez now, 2-run homer, single, double. Both runners advance on a wild pitch.
Mike Montgomery will be next.
Infield in. Up and in.
Watch it. In is fine. In by the head. Not so much.
By the way, it has started to very lightly rain.
That was a "you're not going to intimidate me by buzzing my tower" swing by Baez. He was trying to hit that one to Longmont.
Remember the moment in the 2003 World Series when Roger Clemens buzzed the tower of, I think it was then 20 or 21-year-old Miguel Cabrera. The next pitch he hit out of the ballpark. And the serve notice that he was going to be around for a while, putting together a Hall of Fame career. 3-1 now on Baez. Still nobody out. 2 runs in. Cubs haven't had a cycle in a long time, 25 years, since Mark Grace did it against the Padres.
Wrigley doesn't yield a lot of triples.
Well, I'm with you. If he hits a gapper here, he's not going to stop until somebody throws him out. That will get down. He's 4 for 4. 2 runs scored. 9-3.
He's going to have to settle for a measly old single.
Well, he'll have at least one more opportunity, if not a couple.
4 for 4, 4 driven in, and again the fans start to chant Javi here at Coors Field. He's covering everything these days. Up, down, in and out.
So 5th time he's piled up at least 4 hits.
Cubs have 9 runs, and KB and Anthony Rizzo combined to go 0 for 5.
Deep to center. Blackman can't get it. Baez will be held at third by Bryant Butterfield. It's a double for Bryant. The first 6 men have reached here in the 6th inning.
Well, he's on the hit board now. Blackman looked like he thought he had a beat on that one. Really well hit by Bryant, kind of like the one Schwarber hit last inning that Blackman was able to make a play on.
Infield in again.
Cubs just need a home run in the inning to hit for the cycle here in the 6th.
That is a strike. And Joe Madden was comparing the Cubs in terms of their recent schedule to the Chicago Bulls. I guess we could say they're on a 7-0 run.
It's a game of streaks. Spurts.
Well, Mayhew will get Baez caught in a rundown and trying to stay alive long enough to allow Rizzo to advance, and he does. He's out.
And that's getting in a standing ovation.
What a night for Baez. He's telling Bryant, you go to third, and he stayed in it long enough to get Rizzo to second.
Well, how many times do you see that with the back runner already committing to third base? Why make that throw right there if you're DJ LeMahieu? Bears are looking for a punt returner. I'll give Javi a call.
Elusive. Infield still in. And high to Contreras. How'd that one go, JD? 4, 5, 2. Three here in the sixth. Two and two the count on the Cubs catcher.
John Gray's final line tonight: 5 innings plus 2 batters, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned. He walked 3, struck out just 1. Take your foot off the gas pedal here. So the Astros are beating the White Sox 9-0 tonight. They're in the 8th inning. Justin Verlander, through 6 shutout innings, allowed a couple of hits. He now has a 1.10 earned run average. That's good for 3rd best in the Astros rotation. Charlie Morton's got an 0.72. Garrett Cole's got an 0.96.
Almost a month into the season. Down the right field line, that'll go foul. Brewers and Cardinals both leading their games. Milwaukee 8-0 over Miami in the 7th at Miller Park. Cardinals 4, Reds 1. In the bottom of the 8th in St. Louis, Jim Riggleman now managing the Reds after Brian Price was let go yesterday. Count.
Just about everything's going to be moving away from a right-handed hitter with Shaw on the mound. So we like that off-field approach. Mets and Braves are tied at 3. They're in the 11th in Atlanta.
Right field and slicing foul. Contreras looked like he was limping a little bit. I don't know if it's a groin or what that he was bothered by over at third. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he stepped on the bat. Wait a minute, the Red Sox are trailing?
Losers.
3-0 at Oakland. in the second inning. Boston 16-2, winners of 7 in a row.
Yeah, and they're obviously they're doing everything right, but their pitching's been outstanding as well. They actually have a better starting ERA than the Astros do.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Well, that one had a little depth to it. And instead of the cutter across the top of the zone, a slider, a little tilt, gets the job done. Astros have not gotten down in order tonight. That only happened once in the ball game yesterday. Schwarber, the 9th man to bat here in the 6th.
So Javi putting on the jacket in the dugout. Fly ball, deep center. Blackman back. It is gone. A 3-run homer. Kyle Schwarber. 12-9. Blowing it up here at Coors Field. A 7-run 6th inning.
yeah, absolutely blistered the ball out there to center field last time. Stayed in the yard. Blackman was able to run it down. This time, a little more oomph. Maybe he went into the clubhouse and had half a cheeseburger in between at bats.
Career homer number 50.
Takes a moment to admire it and then says, wait a minute, this is a big yard. I better run. Into the conifers.
That's it for Brian Shaw. Cubs dugout enjoying it. It's 12-3, pitching change, and we'll be right back. Hotel accommodations, ballpark tours, Cubs swag, and a private meet and greet with a current player. This season's trip to Chicago include matchups against the Cardinals, Nationals, and Reds. For more info, visit Cubs.com/destinations. Scott Oberg going to get this final out. Russell started things with a single. And he bats for the 2nd time in the inning.
Kind of night when you're tempted to take the phone off the hook out in the bullpen.
This will finally end the inning, but the Cubs put up 7 runs. 10 batters came to the plate, and they've broken it wide open. It's now 12-3 in the 6th. dip into the bullpen. Here's Mike Montgomery.
7th appearance for Mike. No wins, a loss, a 5.68 ERA. He's allowed runs in 2 of his last 3 appearances. Pirates touched him up for a 3 spot and 2 innings of work back on the 10th. And then against Atlanta, scoreless inning. That was his last outing on the 13th. So he should be fresh.
Kyle Hendricks looking to grab the win tonight. Would be his first of the year. 5 innings, 3 runs, no walks. He struck out 6, gave up the Arenado homer in the first. A lot of run support.
Yeah, really good work. You know, he got touched up there in the first inning, but didn't panic. And back to doing what he does, executed pitches. And the run support that had been lacking showed up, and no surprise, it's here at Coors Field. Cubs had only scored 6 runs for Kyle in his first 3 starts.
Bounced foul. Look at our pitch cast. Yeah, strikes are in red. Balls are in blue, that number 3, and then in gold, those are the foul balls. So here's another one. White and then yellow.
So it starts white until it is determined whether it's fair or foul. Is that what happens?
I guess so.
So much to learn.
Someone's got to color it in. Hayward can't make the catch. He does make the play on the bounce. And Arenado's got his second hit. Let's once again step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. WGN News follows our game here in Colorado. And by the way, the Red Sox just tied the A's 3-3. So they're no longer trailing. Runner at first, nobody out. Haro waves on strike 1.
Brewers lead the Marlins 8-0 late. Chacin with 6 scoreless tonight. Shaw and Braun have hit home runs for Milwaukee. It will be 4 in a row for the Brewers, looking to move to 12-9.
One from Montgomery is outside.
Let's see Contreras motioning to Montgomery with his hands to go ahead and throw that pitch on the plate. Throw it down, but keep it on the plate.
Got the high call that time. Brian Shaw charged with 5 runs. He only recorded 2 outs. Rizzo will throw to second. They get Arenado, and that's it. And it brings up Trevor's Story.
A smart play there by Anthony. Very deliberate, making that throw to second base. He's got a 9-run lead. Rush something, you might make a mistake in your haste trying to get 2. You might throw a ball away.
Russell, Baez, Rizzo, 2. Inning over. Montgomery shuts him down. Cubs lead 12-3 as we go to the 7th. Bring it, Joe. Yeah. Should be the whole half inning with that song underneath.
Time to change the batter.
Hayward walked in the 4th, tripled homer run in the 6th, and scored as well. That is McMahon, and he makes the play. Well, you put runners on base, and Hayward's been a different hitter this year. Batting around 100 with nobody on, and now up around 400 with men on base. Probably doesn't mean anything because it's early. And even if it were late, it might not mean anything either. But the numbers are the numbers.
Just happening, yeah.
Montgomery gets in at bat. He homered last year in Atlanta.
Yeah. That's one of his starts. He pitched a beautiful game and went deep.
Oberg with an 0-2 in the dirt. Just a light drizzle.
Yeah, most folks not taking cover. Seem to be bothering too many folks.
It stays alive. 35,290. And a lot of Cub fans, we know, because as you pointed out earlier, they were chanting Javi, Javi.
So a lot of folks wandering around downtown earlier today in their Cub gear.
Nice work here by Montgomery.
Yeah, he's not just cashing in his chips here, he's battling. Working out of the pen, he doesn't get many chances.
He strikes out. So 2 away and back to the top, and Almora. Man, top 2 guys in the order, Almora and Baez, have combined to go 7 for 8, and the 1 out was a line out.
Joe was asked about the center field situation before the game with Almora and Ian Happ, and he said it's going to be a situation where he continues to play them both, shares time, and
Mayhew leaves his feet and throws out Almora. Cubs go quietly, but their bats have been pretty loud for the most part. The 7th inning stretch, but in a lot of places they have a secondary song that comes after Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So for instance, Roll Out the Barrel in Milwaukee.
Yep.
Houston, it's
deep in the heart of
Texas. Here it's Hey Baby. We should maybe rank those songs. Barehanded play, Russell, and he gets Desmond.
Pretty play. Desmond can run too.
That was a deflection off Montgomery.
Yep. A little change of direction needed by Russell. Barehand sling. Great athleticism. He has tremendous feet out there at shortstop. So do you like the? I like the ooh-ah, the whatever the song is here.
Ooh.
Hey baby. Yeah.
Ha. Yeah.
Fenway, they play Sweet Caroline. Steve Perry out in San Francisco. You know, the Journey tune there of
is it when the lights go down in the city?
Yeah,
that's
City by the Bay. Yeah.
Base hit for Ryan McMahon.
Folks, MLB At Bat is your #1 Cubs app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Cubs home screen icons and features such as the MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today. Whenever I read Get Cubs home screen icons, I think Rhino and Ronnie and Ernie.
Right. Pat Valaika off the bench. The younger brother of former big leaguer and former Cub Chris Valaika is now a hitting coach in the Cubs minor league system with Iowa. We are just chock full of ideas. We've got a Twitter handle. We've got multiple Twitter handles on pitchers wearing jackets on the bases. And now we've come up with some sort of ranking system for 7th inning stretch songs. That's a fair ball for Valaika. McMahon to third. It's a double for Pat Valaika.
Yeah, Valaika's proven to be a good piece here for the Rockies. Good solid bench guy. It's the occasional start. The Rockies not going to go quietly into that good night. A couple men on base here in the home 7th.
Mayhew at 2 in scoring position.
I mean, normally you don't think of it, you know, in a 9-run game being a crisis situation, but if Mayhew gets a knock here, I guarantee you Joe will get somebody going in the pen.
Infield back. Trade runs for outs at this point, leading by 9 late. Baltimore, thank God I'm a country boy. Do they play
John Denver? Yeah, boy, they've been doing that for years.
That's a good one. Antonio Senzatella up for the Rockies. Is that the song Billy Martin wanted to be played in Texas when he had an issue with the Rangers owner?
Yeah. What was it? It was, yeah, some cowboy song. It was one of the last straw moments for Billy in Texas.
Right.
He got into a fight over ownership.
The owner said, "You can't play that song anymore," and Billy went to the PA box and said, "Play it."
Yeah, Billy went all in, and he was, you know, rocking the cowboy boots.
Bryant will throw to first. Run scores. LeMahieu gets an RBI. It's now 12-4. More importantly, that's the second out. I'm told the Angels play "Build Me Up Buttercup." Like a one-hit wonder. I like
Foundations.
that song. Yeah. We're compiling a pretty good list. And Wrigley Field doesn't need a second song, right? Got "Take Me Out to the Ball Game's all you need.
Yeah, and you got Gary just doing whatever Gary does. He gets a little quando going on the organ, and I'm happy, man.
Tyson Ross of the Padres no hitting the Diamondbacks. In Phoenix, it's 1-0 San Diego in the 7th. Cardinals just beat the Reds 4-2. That foul by Iannetta. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice backhanded pick by Bryant. Made it look easy, and they limit the Rockies to 1. All Cubs 12-4. We didn't even need to vote. It was pretty obvious. Javier Baez. He is 4 for 4, a homer, a double, 4 knocked in, 2 runs scored. Excellent defensive play along the way. Great base running. And he still has a shot at the cycle, and this may be his last chance to lead off the 8th. Wrap your hands around the original Italian beef of the Chicago Cubs at one of the 25 Bona locations.
Yeah, he is a must-see TV, man. It's so much fun. And check out the numbers.
Never had 5 hits in a ball game. Batting average up to 300. Started the night at 250. And Antonio Senzatella fires ball 1.
1-1 with a 771 for Senzatella, young right-hander, 23 years of age. Did a nice job for them last year.
Pitching out of the rotation 20 times, 16 relief appearances as well. He won 10 games. 12-4, Cubs lead 8th inning. Ballpark temperature down to 37 degrees.
Well, it was off the plate, but Senzatella got the call.
Late on 96.
Yeah, just loaded up there. Swing got a little long on that one.
2-2. Fouled out of play. Pretty neat when you're on the road in a different time zone and your fans are chanting your player's name. Pretty cool.
Reminds me of when the fans in Cincinnati tried to get KB to take a curtain call.
Tomahawk to center and caught. Well, loud out. And a bid for 5 for 5.
Another good swing.
And sometimes you will get the chant in an opposing ballpark, but it's a derisive chant. Not the case tonight.
Yeah, especially if you're a goaltender.
Yeah, that's true. So if he were an NHL goaltender on the road, it would be Javi.
Yeah, kind of eerie.
But here it's Javi. Javi. It's all
the
in
inflection.
tone.
Yeah.
0-2 on Bryant. By the way, I'm required to correct myself. The Foundations were a 2-hit wonder. For any Foundations fans out there, I don't.
What was the other one?
Want to smear their legacy. Baby, Now That I've Found You. Is that the Foundations too? Remember that one? Baby, now that I've found
sure.
you. Yeah. Do our best to be as accurate as possible. Story just beats Bryant.
Max effort. 8-run game. That's how he plays. Well, it would be good to see something good happen for Anthony here tonight. He has an RBI, but a ground ball to the second baseman. Hasn't really found the barrel yet tonight.
Rizzo takes low.
And looking at his numbers, for whatever reason, he has not had a lot of success here at Coors Field. .235 batting average coming into play here tonight, 19 out of 81.
Almost hit him as he crowds the plate. 2 balls, no strikes.
It says here in the Rockies media guide that Senzatella began playing baseball at the age of 4 as a third baseman and was moved to the mound at the age of 15. Do you have a position when you're 4?
Apparently he did.
You young man, you look like a third sacker.
He walked him.
Put your juice box down and get out there. Wilson, nothing for 4 tonight. Flew to center, flew to right, reached on an air and punched out.
One ball and 1 strike on him. Big 7-run 6th. Give the Cubs this huge lead. Actually scored 2 in the 5th to go up 5-3, but then really broke away in the following frame. Rockies thought it was strike 3, but Xfinity Pitchcast said no, it was outside. And Vic Carapazza agreed.
Hey, on this date in 1916, the Cubs played their first game in newly built Weigman Park. Beat the Reds 7-6.
Yeah, the park had been open for a couple of years with the Federal League team, and then Cubs moved in and been there ever since. Changed its name a few times, at least a couple. Cubs Park, right, and Wrigley Field.
1926 came Wrigley.
Out of the right center. Blackman will not be able to catch it. Rizzo will score. Contreras on the hit board. 13-4.
Yeah, he's had some good swings tonight and finally has something to show for it. And again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but big part of the yard, using the whole field, gets the job done.
Schwarber blasted a 3-run homer his last time up. That's a base hit. Contreras will score. 14-4. 4 RBIs tonight for Schwarber, 6 over the last 2 days. Fourth drive of the game now. Let's go back to the 6th inning. Oh, let's just go back to the last hit. Our 4th drive of the game. We could pick like 8 different things.
And again, he goes back to the, keep the hands inside, settle for the single with the man in scoring position approach. He's challenging Javi for man of the match now.
Interesting to see the shifting against Schwarber, right?
Yeah.
Because normally it's pull, way pull on the infield, but he's going against the grain.
He's definitely going to be influencing some of the advanced scouting reports.
That's a base hit. We'll just record that and we'll keep running it.
Second one for Addy tonight.
15 hits for the Cubs.
I think most clubs will continue to play strong, play the shift for Schwarber. How they deploy the one guy on the left side of the infield may change a little bit. Sometimes the philosophy is big slugger. If he's willing to just hit a single the other way or try to do that, well, we'd rather have him thinking along those terms as opposed to doing damage. But I would think with the success he's had now, teams will start to rethink that a little bit.
Strike called on Hayward. Fouled out of play. We mentioned men on base. This is where Hayward has thrived early in the season.
The guy you have to feel for tonight is Ian Happ, because he's really been struggling, and everybody likes to hit here at Coors Field. I thought he might get the start with the hard-throwing right-hander on the mound. Because he got a lefty tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Tyler Anderson tomorrow. Tonight's lineup, as much as anything, was just about what happened yesterday. And Joe went with the same 1 through 8.
Yeah, and pretty good chance he'll kind of go that way again tomorrow. We don't know, Zobrist. Here we go.
Arenado will not make a throw. Another run in. 15-4. Infield hit for Hayward. He's got 2 RBIs tonight.
It's been all manner of hits, line drives, deep drives, home runs, a lot of soft hits too. But again,
kind of like Sister Golden here,
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, a little Muskrat Love. Now that would be a walk-up song. I'd double dog dare somebody to use that. That would be fun.
And a little AC/DC tonight, and a little Seals and Crofts.
Yeah.
Montgomery gets his second at bat.
I dare somebody to do that at Wrigley. Just Muskrat Love or something like that, and just crank it really loud, and the whole stadium starts singing along. And yes, young people, there was such a song as Muskrat Love. It's maybe the larger issue.
Raining a little harder. And yes, there was a song called "It's Raining Men." But I digress. Still 1-2. It'll turn to snow likely overnight as the temperature continues to drop. Has not bothered the Cubs bats one bit. Swing and a miss for strike three. Three more for the Cubs in the eighth. 15-4. Bacon chewing on cheese. Sammy says to Susie, "Honey, would you please be my missus?" Yeah. Blackman, Arenado, and Parra against Mike Montgomery.
I'm going to get some angry tweets for people saying, now that song is stuck in my head.
Outside for a ball. There's a 1-1. It's foul.
That rain starting to pick up even a little bit more.
Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Left on left changeup getting the job done.
First punch out for Montgomery.
Can throw this very often, but that was really well executed.
Arenado returning from the suspended list. 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Toward third, it's foul. Well, we hope Danny Farquhar is okay. As he passed out in the dugout. White Sox reliever and was taken to the hospital. The White Sox say he did regain consciousness and was taken to the hospital for further tests. Fouled back.
Well, this little guy with the short sleeves.
Whoa. Shot into left. 3-hit night for Arenado. Let's check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule, brought to you by Ram Trucks. Guts, Glory, Ram. We're here in Colorado through Sunday. Off day in Cleveland before a 2-game series starting Tuesday evening. You cannot be out in this weather with the cold and the rain without a lot of clothes on. This is the kind of night when you want to put on a couple jackets. 1-1. You could wear a bear on your head.
Yeah, the bear always works. Yep. Been fortunate though, given the forecast, that we've been able to play uninterrupted. Started on time, and for most of the evening, the weather cold, yes, but in terms of precipitation, not too much. He's more enthusiastic than she is at this stage of the game.
She's battling through it.
I would think a good percentage of the fans left in the ballpark are Cub fans waiting to celebrate a W.
1-2 is bounced foul.
Blue Jays beat the Yankees tonight 8-5. Giancarlo Stanton did hit a home run, and the tough sledding for him at Yankee Stadium.
first and foul. Rays beat the Twins in 10, 8-7. Like you mentioned, Mets over the Braves 5-3 and 12.
So if the Red Sox go on to win the game, the Yankees will be 7.5 games behind them already.
Yeah. Ground ball, diving attempt. Bryant can't get it. It's into left for a base hit. Back-to-back one-out singles for the Rocks here in the 8th inning.
All hands there by Parra.
You mentioned the Scherzer-Kershaw matchup tonight.
Yeah.
I could give you one guy to have for one season. Who would you take?
Of those two, yeah, still Kershaw. I'm a Kershaw guy.
If you have one guy for one game, would you still want Kershaw?
Well, I don't know. Scherzer's got a better track record in the postseason.
Yeah, it's not an easy answer.
Yeah.
Three 3-0 Nationals, top of the 6th.
It's so hard. I'm not going to give you one.
No, well, you don't have to.
Oh, they're both great. I love the way Scherzer competes.
Little hesitation, and they're going to get him. Wow. Arenado kind of slowed down, and then he thought, oh, I'll just keep going, and Contreras throws him out in an 11-run ball game.
Yeah, well, that conversation we had earlier about Baez and how he makes those quick, instinctive decisions. You know, this is a ball, if you're fully engaged in the game and getting an aggressive secondary lead, see it in the dirt, you're probably going to go and make it easily. But and the other piece of it, of course, is 11-run game. Why risk it at any point?
They could have had the bases loaded with one out. Story walks first and second with 2 outs. And it's Ian Desmond. Caleb Brewer's watching us tonight from Davenport, Iowa.
Is that where Bob Feller's from?
Is he from Davenport?
Somewhere in Iowa.
Another birthday shout out. Thanks for the heads up. Tommy Hutton, a big leaguer and a broadcasting partner in Florida. So Hut's having a great one.
Yeah.
Real good
Outstanding
pinch hitter.
guy. Yeah, a nice career.
Bounce back to Montgomery, and they strand a couple. We go to the night, 15-4 Cubs. today. JD took out his drone and looking for Grizzly Adams. 15-4, Cubs lead. Ninth inning. Albert Almora. Strike one. Mike Tauchman now playing center. Palatine, Illinois native. Baez on deck for a sixth at bat. Still looking for a triple to complete the cycle. Fair ball, and it trickles into foul territory. Almora will make his way to second. He's got his first career 4-hit performance. First extra base hit tonight for Albert.
Just about everything to the right side and continue to work them away. It's almost like the Cub hitters are having a contest who can hit the ball more frequently in the opposite direction, and just gets on top of that high fastball.
Baez has made one out in the game. That was a line out to center in the eighth. Sixth time through the order, and the top two guys have only made 3 outs all night.
Oof, had a pitch.
And I think with the NBA theme tonight, starting with Joe Madden talking about the Bulls, we got to end the night with a triple. Right?
A deep 3.
Yeah. And if he tells you after the game he wasn't thinking about it, he's probably lying.
Yeah, it's like the guy said, I had no idea I had a no-hitter going.
He's got 20 RBIs. This is the Cubs' 17th game. Onslaught tonight. 15 runs on 17 hits. Ooh, he just got him. Baez nearly had an infield hit. Story gets him. That's the first out. And you might challenge this, but that probably would not be good for him, right? Suppose you could if you really believed he was safe, but he was out. And the rain really coming down, especially with that.
11-run ball game.
Bryant drives it to right, and it is foul. Home run distance. Strike 2. Yu Darvish tomorrow. He's still looking for his first Cubs win. He'll face left-hander Tyler Anderson. Is a fair ball, hits the bag. 16-4.
One of those nights. bit of a should I or shouldn't I moment pursuing this one. I think he made the right decision with Brian going down the line.
Yeah,
he's not going to make a play on him, so just hoping it would trickle foul.
Rizzo, I believe, what, the 58th Cub batter tonight.
One, two, three, four, five.
Here's the pitch. It's low. We'll check that 5 times. Let's see. We're nearing 50. Starting the 6th time through the order. And we'll go back to 96 the last time the Cubs scored this many against the Rockies. Fouled back. Ground ball. Arenado to Story. Double play. 5-6-3. Bottom 9, 16-4 Cubs. Doing the Macarena. Cub fans pretty happy tonight, even though it's 37 and raining. Here's Justin Wilson to try to close him out. Montgomery went 3 and gave up 1 run.
Yeah, good work by Mike here tonight. Eating up quality innings through 46 pitches, 33 for strikes, 5 hits, 1 run, a walk, and a strikeout for Montgomery.
Bob Feller is from Van Meter, Iowa.
Van Meter, of course.
Tie up some loose ends.
Yep. I should have remembered that. Milo used to say it all the time.
Tyson Ross got the 2 outs in the 8th with a no-hitter before it was broken up. That'll split the gap. for McMahon. His second hit tonight. Probables tomorrow night. Start a half hour earlier.
Start number 4 for Darvish, looking for his first win, and Anderson will be making his 5th start. No wins, no losses, a .474 for the left-hander Tyler Anderson.
It's a 1-1 tie. The Diamondbacks tying that game. Padres and D-backs. Tyson Ross made 127 pitches tonight.
Old school.
Yeah. So you have to think Andy Green was disappointed and relieved at the same time, right?
Well, yeah, it's become difficult for managers now.
Tony Walters, the batter.
And wasn't Terry Collins quoted that one of his biggest regrets was leaving Johan Santana into the game to finish his no-hitter?
Right.
Threw so many pitches, felt like it led to injury.
First no-hitter in Mets history.
I think the thinking now with most managers, when their guy has a chance to do something special like that, and let him go unless it gets really ridiculous, and then just give him a couple extra days before his next start.
Well, the other part of it tonight was that it was a 1-0 game.
Yeah, so if you feel like he's your best option of keeping the other club down, I don't think one high pitch count game is going to be that much of a problem. It's when you stack one after another,
right.
Or if you notice the guy's really laboring and he's got, mechanics are starting to fall apart, putting stress on his arm.
2-2 from Wilson to Walters is low, full count. I cannot imagine that game and the decision to let him go that deep will be bantered about on Twitter tonight.
No, probably not.
Walters draws the walk. But then again, if Andy Green takes him out with a no-hitter intact after 120 pitches, how can you take him out?
Yeah, you can't win. Can't win.
First two have reached here in the bottom of the ninth. Now LeMahieu.
Somebody's got a good one going for the Giants now. Jeff Samardzija went 5 scoreless. They have a 7-0 lead over the Angels. Giants put Hunter Pence on the DL today. So that's become the program of Hunter. He's spent a lot of time on the DL in recent years.
A 12-run lead with 3 outs to go. I guess that the double that broke up the no-hitter, as that pitch gets by, both runners advance. Had a 99% catch probability, according to StatCast. Franchi Cordero must have misplayed it. 99% feels like kind of should have.
Yeah, I would think.
I mean, I'm no expert.
And Justin Wilson, I think, slipped a little bit on that one, and Joe wanted the umpire to check with him to see if they should throw a little diamond dry out there on the mound, and Justin said, "I'm good."
Pastime continues to fall, and a 2-0 from Wilson is low. 3 balls, no strikes.
Really struggling with his command as he did last year. He's issued 9 walks and 7 in the 3rd inning so far this season.
Luke Farrell just joining the roster with Eddie Butler going to the DL. And that one missed badly, and the bases are loaded. Here comes Jim Hickey.
Well, you got a struggling pitcher out there, and the hope is you put him in a game like this where it's lopsided and there's no pressure, and you just go out and do your thing and start to settle in a little bit. Sometimes the plan doesn't work out.
Iannetta with 3 on and nobody out.
Like when a hitter's in a slump and everything on the edge seems to be a strike, when you're struggling like Justin, all the corners seem to go against you.
Got the outside corner. It's 1-1. Win tonight means 2 in a row. Cubs go for their first 3-game win streak tomorrow. Looking for a little separation from the 500 mark. Win tonight would be 9-8.
Everybody in the division above 500 with a Cub win here tonight, except for the Reds, who are now 3-16.
Nice play, Bryant. He will step on third, throw to first, double play. Run scores, but the Cubs are an out away. It's 16-5. A couple of really nice defensive plays by Chris tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the 3rd one. A heck of a play to line drive yesterday. Gobbles this one up.
Runner at second now. The batter is Mike Tauchman, product of Bradley University. He's from Palatine, Illinois. Made his major league debut last year. Left matchup. Wilson with an 0-1. Now 1-1. 10th round pick, 2013 by the Rockies.
Hit .331 at Albuquerque last year at AAA with 16 home runs.
There's tomorrow night's starter, Yu Darvish. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Wilson home. 2-2.
Cubs went 2-5 against the Rockies last year. They've lost the season series the last couple campaigns to the Rocks.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Cubs win. A 16-5 blowout in game one. Big night for Javier Baez, Kyle Schwarber.
Almora had 4 hits.
Kyle Hendricks gets his first win of the year and continues to pitch well here at altitude. Final score, Cubs 16, Rockies 5. We'll be right back.